21. That's perfect. This is a destructive bicep workout.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So what you want to do with this once you actually work out, you want to do this at the end of your workout. So,
Out.
Perfect. Ready.
Fight.
Oh, I fucking got him.
Beg is my dad.
Should we do an intro?
Fuck you. Welcome back to the very first episode of The Bridge. I'm Zach.
I'll go next. I'm Kendrick.
I'm Steven.
I'm Trevor.
Say it again, Stephen.
I'm Steven. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eric.
Wouldn't it not be welcome back?
Did I say welcome back?
You did
I
say
mean-
welcome. You did say
You
welcome
did
back.
say welcome
I mean,
back.
welcome.
Idiot.
Nope, you're sticking with the welcome back.
Yeah, that's staying in. All right.
Bruh.
The welcome back does sound more natural. The only issue
It
is
does.
this is the first episode.
No, it's really funny though, because I've been thinking about it for so long that I was like, "Don't say welcome back," and then I did. Literally, I was just like,
Good
before
job.
this, I was like, "Don't say welcome back," because I keep thinking welcome back.
That's lovely.
It is.
I wonder if my mic is gonna sound like dog shit.
Nah, it'd probably be all right. Who knows? It sounds good. What do you mean?
Yesterday I was being poppy and crackly.
No,
You're
you
fine.
sound fine now though. Yesterday it was
Yeah.
it just sounded super bass boosted, like you're peaking hard, and I was like, why? What is that? Like, it sounded deep fried. Is what it sounded like.
Also, I would like to add.
Were you sleeping?
I fucking woke up, showered, somehow passed out, and then my mom was like, "Hey, you want food? Supper's ready." And I was like, "Yeah."
That's an
And
early.
then I was like, "Oh shit, it's like 4:20." And I went in my room and got distracted by a YouTube video. And then I saw you guys. messaging.
Nice.
Mason, you're really good at this podcast thing there, bud.
Bro, okay, hold on.
Okay,
Shouldn't
buddy.
dog
Hold
him
the
in that
fuck
hard.
up. I was the only one
Don't
who
need to
showed
dog
up
on him
early.
that hard yet. he may have not made it for the test one, but that didn't really matter.
It was a test one, to be fair.
It
I'm
was,
just
yeah.
poking
Exactly.
fun, I promise. Mason knows I don't actually mean it.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Mason,
Gonna say now he's just gonna say it doesn't believe you on purpose, but
This is
Mason,
content.
take it up.
This
You
is-
can hit balls
This is
with
good
all that.
content. All right. Anyways,
speaking of good
Anyways.
content.
speaking of good content, talk about the orange scooters. Yeah,
scooters?
talk about the orange scooters.
Okay,
Why?
well,
It's a mistake.
I don't know, man.
Not
I
you.
love how...
Kendrick. I'm kidding. He was the one that put it in the chat.
I just want to know what everyone thinks. Like they're
I didn't
fucking
re- I-
everywhere.
I did not realize that they were a thing until the same day that you put it into the chat.
Shouldn't
Those
someone
scooters-
explain what they are for people who don't know what we're talking about?
I think most people understand. We come from a small town, so this is kind of a new thing for us. But they're just like public transport. They also have bikes and stuff like that. They're put there by the city, mostly in the nicer parts of our city. So it's easier to get around instead of taking a bus and stuff like that. I think it's actually an incredibly cool idea. But I saw some on the north side today, or yesterday, and I was like, those are totally gonna get stolen.
They
You s-
literally
Wait, they were on the north side?
Yeah, they were
literally
on the
don't
north side.
function on the north side except for a few parks.
Yeah.
It's
For
really
real?
funny.
Oh, they don't
Yeah.
function?
If you go
Yeah.
on the subreddit, it literally shows a map of
Or you could just download the app on your phone
Yeah,
and it'll show you the
well,
map.
you know, I'm good.
But basically, yeah, like there's a map and it cuts out in like the white area is where you can ride on the scooter before, because it tracks you with GPS and it's motorized. So if you go out of the white area into like the gray area where you're not supposed to ride, they will literally just like stop it, as far as I'm aware.
That's crazy. Oh my
And
God, that's
it
probably
cuts off on the north side. So if you go past any north than like the mall or whatever,
okay.
it'll just like cut you
It
off.
that's
What the hell?
insane.
That is
That's
crazy.
That's in.
But
That's
there's
a good
like a-
idea.
There's
That's
like a
good
solid
idea, though.
there's a solid like one block on the north side near like 12th Avenue where it's like it's half of a park
Yeah,
that you can ride around through, but there's not even a scooter up there.
you have to put it in a
It's-
fucking truck and drive a scooter over there.
Yeah, just
That's
for the
crazy.
novelty of driving in that one.
Well,
that
it
one
wasn't.
permitted
It wasn't
area.
like there's 3 of them, and they weren't far onto the north side. Stuff
Now
like
that
that.
sounds like a
I think.
vlog idea.
I think it is around. Yeah, honestly, I think it was just around the area where it gets cut off.
What,
I
it's
I
literally
both.
just this little square.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I
That is
posted it in the
hilarious.
chat. If we can, I don't know if we'll have it up on the screen or
I
in the
can.
video.
Yeah, I can bring it up on the screen. Don't worry.
There's
That's
that one little
incredible.
area on the north side where you can ride it, and
Oh my
there's not even
God.
a scooter.
It really motivates me to get this podcast going because the north side clearly it's a dangerous
Yeah.
place to live.
Oh
man.
my God, that's hilarious though.
You can't even have your own scooter.
For those who don't understand, the reason why we dog on the north side a lot is because in our city, the north side
my
is
home.
fucking the assiest of the ass part of our city.
I was just
It's
about to get
generally
that.
considered the ghetto.
Yeah.
smells
Okay.
like
So
butthole.
I have 2 feelings. I have 2 feelings about this. I both feel like, yeah, that's a smart idea. They were just going to get taken apart and stolen. But also, since I am a resident of the north side, that makes me mad, man. Because I'm always pissed off that they ignore us north siders, and now they're doing it. This
It's
is
like-
a huge example of just them being like, "Fuck the north."
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could take the argument that the north side doesn't really have very much going for it in terms of commercial developments. Like, what
Not
do
at
you?
all.
You're not going to the north side to buy anything or like contribute to the economy, and so it makes kind of
Well-
sense why it's limited to the south side
Um,
and
that
and
Park
a little bit of the
Meadows-
west.
But I was on the west side on the weekend, and I saw them a bunch of people just riding them.
Yeah,
That's-
they're everywhere on the west side too.
That's insane. Good thing, hopefully, that's where we plan on moving.
fucking
yeah,
Park
just
Meadows
gonna
on the
e-scooter to work.
You
I
could.
can. Well, I could, but I don't. I'd have to go down the West Side Hill, then through Scenic.
I've been thinking about because they do let you ride over Whoop Up over the hill, but I'm just wondering if that's even like viable. Like I don't know, are those scooters gonna actually make it up that steep of a climb?
I mean, worst comes to worst, you can always feet power that bitch up
I think
the
it would
hill.
work for you, Kendrick. I don't think it would work for me.
Why not?
Why not?
Why?
I mean, I don't use bikes or anything. Like my legs, I could walk
Are
up
we
the hill
thinking of
easy,
the
but I
same
don't.
I'm a large man.
Yeah,
And that's a very
I don't
small
think that's
scooter.
going to affect it from working. No, they're not
Because
that small.
I've seen them, and I've seen
They're
a
pretty
dude.
big.
They're not
working
like
on
little
one, and I was
razor
like,
scooters.
"Damn, like that thing's like quick." And then I've seen another person on them, and it's like that thing is slower than a brisk jog.
Well,
It's-
yeah,
I'm really curious.
control the
if they-
speed.
Well, if that's the case, then that guy, why was he going that slow? But like,
Because
No
he was
heart,
really
she's
scared.
He's really
they-
scared.
There are also zones throughout the city where they limit the speed to like 15 kilometers an hour or something like
Dude,
that.
that's crazy. Actually, that's super cool. I like how they can control it like that. They also have the bikes too, but I haven't seen anybody on the bikes.
No, I think the scooters they're waving out or they're gonna roll out the bikes eventually because I think
Okay.
there's supposed to be like a couple hundred scooters and then like 50 or so bikes,
the
but there's no
scooters
bikes just yet.
The scooters make more an hour than I do.
Let's go.
Damn,
It's
that's
like
true,
$22
though.
an hour to ride
That's
one of these
really
scooters.
funny.
Fucking rip.
Yeah, but overall, no, I think it's a great idea. Kind of updates where we live a lot better. You know, makes it a
little
little
bit.
bit more modern, a little bit more
I'm curious.
inclusive.
Aside from
I'm
the
curious
fact
if
that
we
we,
can soft. Yeah, I'm curious if we can soft hack them.
You probably could. I would not
Probably.
recommend it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Steven. Go ahead and try.
The RCMP would be like fucking show up at his doorstep instantly.
Yeah, they're gonna gun you
Colton?
down because you hacked a scooter. They're gonna fucking
No, they're
kill
gonna-
you, bro.
They're not gonna gun him down because he's stealing. They're gonna gun him down because it's like, oh, finally, we have an excuse to gun this bastard.
Yeah, we have
who's spying on us
We have
for
an
years."
excuse to kill him. I
You've been eyeing him
specifically
for a
asked
while
him to.
now.
Yeah, I specifically have been putting in reports about him the entire time,
The RCMP's like, we can't touch him. He hasn't committed any crime.
and I keep going, "Damn it, son of a
What I'm-
bitch!"
what I'm really curious about is how they're charged. Like, is it a solar thing, or does somebody have to drive around?
It
and
actually
fucking
goes
charge
around
for
and replaces the batteries.
Yeah,
This
no,
is a
they-
legitimate thing.
The company hires people to come in, take the scooters, and then like bring them back to be charged.
Eric, I thought you name dropped someone from work and said that he goes around doing this for a second.
I did.
misheard you. You
No,
did?
I did, yeah.
That's
Name
fucking.
dropped him.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's throw his address in here too. Why not?
That's
So,
really interesting.
I know LA has them.
Yeah, they're like bird scooters in LA. It's like
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
different
Lime.
company
but
that owns
you
them.
can get but you can get paid to charge them. Like I don't
I
think
think
you
it's
get
the
hired.
same way here.
Well,
Is it?
Because
Like, I don't know if
my
they. I
ex
don't know
is
if the
talking
company.
about somebody that he knows who lives in Calgary, and they had a same situation in Calgary, and he kind of had a side hustle where he was hired by the company to essentially take the scooters and charge them. Like he had his own like battery rig and everything.
I
Okay.
And I'm
heard
assuming it's the same way here.
that they're basically paid nothing and that they're
Yeah,
expected to use their own gas and their own electricity to charge
that too.
scooters.
Damn.
Which
I
is
don't know
like,
I don't know the details, but that is also what I've heard.
oh, man.
I'm gonna get future details for the next episode.
Assuming we have a next
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah. No.
assuming the scooters were there the next episode, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, but
Yeah,
assuming
true.
that the city isn't just like, all right, this was a bad idea. Let's get rid of them. No, they'll be good as long as they stick to the south side and the west side. It'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm honestly just counting the days until we start seeing them in the river.
That honestly, yeah, that's exactly.
People
what
are
I'm
gonna
expecting.
they're just gonna throw them down the hill.
Yeah,
I was
that's exactly
expecting
what's gonna
one.
happen.
I was expecting at least 10 to get launched into the coolies by now.
Dude,
Launched.
snap stories are going to be insane because it's going to be like all over where we are. You're just going to see a bunch of snap stories of people like doing fucking sick tricks on these things.
Fucking like hitting them with the fucking flips.
Can you
at the
tail
skate
whip?
park.
We should go ride them. Do they spin around? Can you like spin
I
around the deck? I'm going to tail whip it.
You probably could. I don't know. They're pretty big though. They're
You
not
could say
like
I'm
they're
a
not
scooter.
light.
I could do it.
See, what I'm really waiting for when it comes to these scooters is waiting to hear that some big, fat, bald hillbilly got methed out and just decided to start breaking a whole bunch of them.
All right. Cool.
Why does he have to be big, fat, bald, and a hillbilly?
Yeah,
He could just be a
exactly.
guy.
I don't know, man. When I imagine someone causing shit here and right now, my most recent incident was a drunk hillbilly. So
Meth is
drunk
out of
hillbilly.
season, anyways. It's
Yeah,
all about the
exactly.
opioids
True.
now.
What's the season right now in Lethbridge Mason?
It's
Please let us
opioid
know.
season, and it has been for
Oh.
years.
Let's go. No, that you
Oh.
there's a lot of people that still do meth. And I know a few of them.
Yeah, but they're not trendy.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, they're not cool. They don't fit
Oh
in.
my bad, I'm not trending anymore, Mason. My B.
What, you do meth?
Everyone's favorite meth head.
Right on, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Anyway, how do we
baby.
segue out of this?
I don't know. Let's talk about something else now.
We're new.
I got something to
Shut up.
Eric,
What do you,
remember back in high school when the teacher couldn't tell the difference between us? And we
Oh my
decided to
God.
swap personalities every other day?
People confused
Nightmare.
me and Eric too. It was the
Yeah.
most insane shit.
That wasn't.
You both have glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys just
I
look
never
the same.
understood that.
You're just like other guy number 2.
Yeah. It was kind of a rough life being number 2 to everyone.
To be fair though, Kendrick, you look a lot different now. You had a massive glow up.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thinned out a lot in my final year of high school too.
Same.
No, not really.
I've
Who
been
can
trying
relate?
now.
Woo!
I've been trying.
Woo! Right on. Yep. No. I got bigger. Not by
Same.
much, but I got bigger.
I got denser.
Don't get me
no
wrong. I
doubt.
also got denser after high school.
The same. I
I'm
can't even
simply
speak English.
bulking.
I've just been going in waves now. I'll just be fat and then slim and
Oh,
then fat
yeah,
and now
yeah.
I'm slim again.
That's exactly what happens. Except like I'm admittedly having a pretty hard time with it, but like I'll have really good streaks, and then to be fair, it's my fault because I get into eating bad food because I feel bad about myself. So I just like I do really good. I lose a decent amount of weight, then I gain it all back, and I'm like, you moron, what are you doing?
Rip.
I usually eat pretty okay food. I just have a bad eating habit is what
Yeah.
I have.
That's really funny though that you, Stephen and Eric, got mistaken for one another. Kendrick and Eric, I can see 100%, mostly just back then, but like, that's weird. I wouldn't like look at you two and be like, yeah, they look the exact same. Also, since you're also such a unique individual, Stephen.
It was Liz, man.
As
Liz
I
just
told
couldn't
you,
tell us
I'm number
apart.
2 to everyone. I don't have a
Who the
unique
hell is Liz?
personality.
You don't remember the Spanish teacher that was at
Oh, I remember.
years
Yo,
ago?
oh my god, I'm
okay.
gonna have to fucking take out all these
Yeah.
places, man.
I
Jesus
was gonna say,
Christ.
I don't know how much we're
Fuck.
supposed to do.
Jesus
You're just giving
Christ.
Zach more work.
Oh, my
Anyways,
God.
his
I wanted
address
this to be
is
as easy as possible. Yeah.
Quick,
Anyways,
drop more things.
hold on. I know where he lives. Let me get the exact address.
Put it up on the
I
screen.
Yeah. Hold
I
on.
I just happen to remember a distinct interaction between this teacher and a student, where a student threatened to call immigration on that teacher.
that is super funny, but not
Anyways,
funny.
moving on.
I don't know why I said funny. I don't agree with that. I was looking for another word, I just couldn't find anything, so I went for the closest one, which was funny.
That. Yeah.
Jason's off to a good start with the podcast.
On the
I am on
topic of
fire, bro.
Steven and his bad opinions, or
What do you
memory.
mean
I
by
don't know.
bad
I don't know. You have bad opinions. Shut up. Let's talk about your hot mom.
Yeah,
Fuck!
my favorite fucking subject that I know a lot about.
58. Leave her alone.
What? 50?
You think
Yeah,
that stops
and? Yeah.
people?
What do you mean? Some people are into that, Steven.
She's happily married. Fuck off. By the way, did you guys hear about the self-declared Queen of Canada that is now set
What are you
shop?
trying to talk about?
Yeah, where
I know
did
what
you
just
Steven's
looking at
talking
All
the
right.
about.
Okay.
and
No.
it's
You know what? No.
ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Steven. Proceed. I
I'm
will
sorry.
listen.
I thought this was kind of interesting. So apparently, there's this woman running around claiming that she's the Queen of Canada,
Right on.
and apparently she's now living in. I don't have to, but apparently she threatened healthcare workers.
Amazing. I have not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
someone
not
from
heard of
here.
her at all.
It
So
sounds
yeah,
like
a
you
little
live in kind
further
of-
research into this, and she's apparently part of QAnon.
Oh,
so
here we
that
go.
kind of tells you all you need to know.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, I see.
I
Yeah.
just
I gotta tell you.
the fact that she's like, I am now the queen.
All right.
Jack is gonna
Steven,
have
we got
so
off of
much
your hot
freaking
mom so quick.
going on.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It
we
works
need
so
to double
well.
back around.
We need to go back
Yeah,
to
I
this
agree. I agree.
because it's really funny. Mostly just because you don't want to talk about it.
Elden
Yeah,
Ring
I
is a
know.
bad game.
Hold on. Shut up.
No,
What?
it is not. Get the
Why are
fuck
you trying to
outta
save
here.
Steven? First of all, you're not just wrong.
I think it's just a stupid topic, that's all. But
What, Elden Ring?
no, Steven's hot mom.
Oh, you're fuck you, Steven.
Uh,
No, okay. What's funny about it though is that his mom's hot, but also Trevor wants to bang her, and they're like
it's a
best
long-running
friends.
joke.
all
Yeah,
right,
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no, it's
redact
not a
my
joke.
previous statement. This is no longer a bad topic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying. That's
basically-
what's so
okay.
funny about it.
So I'll
It's
explain it for our
basically a
wondrous
fucked up
people.
thing that Trevor said to me one time, and it's evolved into some sort of fucked up joke. Because for some reason he's not being shamed for saying weird things.
Okay.
Trevor's
First
down bad.
off,
There's nothing
no,
wrong
no,
with
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Okay, I'll explain it because I'm the one who came up with it. So, around middle school, hormones be hitting and all that shit. And basically, one day I was just chilling and I looked and interacting with Steven's mom, and deep down in my soul, something basically said, "You know what? She's kind of a baddie, though." And for a couple of years after that, I always thought about it, and then eventually I stopped giving a shit. And then I brought it up to Steven once, and he was super uncomfortable. And I've kept this joke forever because Steven has such ammunition on everyone, and he loves it. But this is the one singular thing I have on him, and he fucking hates it. And I will never let it go. Ever. I will always joke about fucking his mom. And one of these days, low key, I kind of want to try it. See what happens. Not actually, obviously, but fucking still, it'd be funny as shit.
What would be funny? I had to go leak. You know, can I use that as like a clickbait title?
Steven's hot mom.
Yeah, Steven's hot mom.
Steven's fuckable mom.
Yeah, it's like Trevor wants to bang his friend's mom. Perfect.
It's like a series, a season finale plot for like a sitcom series of like they're gonna cause all this drama by Trevor going after it.
by actually pursuing his mother. Dude, but it'd be such good content.
That
It would be good
it
content
would be
for
the
the
Patreon
podcast, right?
exclusive.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Speaking of Patreon exclusive, we were thinking from what we were talking about in the test podcast was we play Sex with Stalin as a Patreon exclusive.
You gifted that to me, and I have not touched it.
I gifted Coulson
I gift him the weirdest shit. I love
So
it.
do I gift everybody just like porn?
Yeah.
Because I know most people are just gonna reject it.
I'm so glad I have never received nor will
But,
ever
I
accept
don't understand
any.
why you would reject it. Frankly, I'm
Honestly,
not
I
gonna
don't know.
play it, but
It's
I
why
want
I
it in my
do it.
inventory just
Yeah, it's
because.
I gifted Coulson. It's like it's a My Hero Academia parody game basically, and he meant to deny it, but he accepted it, and I want to know if he actually ever played it.
That's great.
I think that's super fun.
Is his Steam private?
No, actually, I think it's public. I don't think he would outright play it though.
His games have to be private or public because if they weren't, he would be very hypocritical for making fun of me for having mine on private.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And last time I checked, they were public. So,
I feel bad when someone buys me a game and I don't play it.
bro, I know. I still
Same.
need to play
Like
Guardians of
Steven,
the
I think
Galaxy.
he sent me Neo, and I don't think I've ever touched it.
To be honest, man, I remember you sent me Wildermyth, and I didn't play it either. By the way, Kendrick, you have to get better with when people send you gifts on your birthday, not sending them a gift back.
Bro,
I know.
I don't expect anything on my birthday. So
What
like,
did what did I get you? I can't remember. What did I get you? And then you bought me Hades, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
I don't remember what you
I
like.
bought you like like a couple dollar game, not an expensive game, just kind of like as a joke, I think. And then you're like, "Well, no, you bought me a game, so I bought you one." Then I
Yeah,
bought
I
you
don't know,
another
man. I
game because I
just
was like, "What the fuck?" And then you bought me Guardians of the Galaxy.
well, that's only because I love that game and I think you should play it.
Yeah, I will. I have been loosely playing it here and there.
You know,
Also,
it's. Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
no, I was just gonna say mostly when I'm not playing Elden Ring. Continue.
Mm. I was gonna say, you know, strangely enough, it feels like we're kind of in a weird perpetual age of gaming where a lot of games that we've had a couple of years ago were pretty down bad, awful, and now it seems like as time goes on, we're getting better stuff. Like Elden Ring, pretty good. Even though a lot of people are jealous over it, but there's still a lot of shit. Like Halo Infinite, 2042, Vanguard. It's I don't know.
It
I don't know how you
I
guys
I
feel about the video game industry right now, but it's kind of fucked.
I don't
I've
know. Like
lost
some
faith.
releases some releases are quality, but I'm finding that the most of them are just like really
most
mediocre.
AAA, mainstream titles and stuff like that. It's just like I just don't think they aren't being released well, or they're just being released unfinished.
Yeah.
I
It's
think.
just sorry.
Well, I mean, like, I think there's a good like okay, so like the fucking Tiny Tina's Wonderlands that's good, but that was all developed with the fucking pandemic, pretty much all from home if the end credits are to be believed, which I'm sure they are. I feel like there's kind of a perfect level you can reach where if you have like if you have too many employees, it's too fucking hard to make a game from home. If you have too little, it's also really fucking hard. I feel like the team that worked on Wonderlands, it's like a perfect size just to get something out there. I don't know, but yeah, games kind of suck now. I don't.
Yeah. They're just not entertaining. They all kind
I,
of feel the same. Like I've had a
especially open
growing
world games.
yeah, I've just like more and more I've been uninterested in games, and like open world games for sure falls onto that, and you're absolutely right because like they used to be my favorite type of game, and like they're all kind of similar, but now they just feel like just a copy and paste most of the time. They might have a somewhat interesting story, but for the most part it's all the same. It's all the same.
I kind of have a theory about that. Like,
Ubisoft.
well,
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft for sure, but they're part of the problem. But I think that
True.
like open world games are designed very much in like a copy paste like checklist sort of way. Like we have a certain amount of different things that you could do,
Hmm.
and then we litter those different things around the world. But the thing is though, like that was acceptable when we were kids, and like we had an imagination that we could like fall back on, and you know what, and just like really allow ourselves to enjoy the game because what else the fuck can we do? But that doesn't really work when you're an adult and you like kind of can see through the flaws of it.
Yeah.
And like I'm finding I played Breath of the Wild for the first time a couple weeks ago or about a month ago. And holy shit, is that an ever good game? Because all the exploration, everything you do, like you want to do it yourself. There's
Yeah,
no like
absolutely.
the game's not telling you where to go. You just see something that you want to do and you go do it. And it feels good and it feels unique and it's not like some checklist bullshit activity like in Ubisoft or even Horizon Forbidden West, which came out last
See,
month or two
I
ago.
agree with that statement so much in the way of how I feel about open world games is they craft these massive, beautiful open worlds, but then they don't put crap in it that makes sense, and they might put something somewhere just because, oh, there hasn't been anything in a little while, so let's put something down to fill up the space. And it makes it feel unimmersive and clunky. Well, with Breath of the Wild, it was more of a you kind of just wandered around. You didn't have a map that showed you where everything was, a compass. It was all up to you.
Yeah, it really respected your time. Whereas like Ubisoft games and all these big games that are coming out, like they want to fill the void, make the
Yeah.
map as big as possible, and fill it with garbage, just so that you
Just
could technically have a
useless,
longer
hollow
play
shit.
time, but you
Hey,
just
but in
hate yourself the entire time you play it.
in Far Cry 6, you can right at the start of the game, you could ride a boat to Miami and beat the game. Because
Dude,
that's not a
why?
trope that we've had in the past 18 Far Cry games
Yeah,
and everything.
exactly. Of just doing something immediately at the beginning and then being done. Yeah,
I
but
think
yeah,
it
no, I
actually
felt
started with Far Cry 4. Sorry.
probably.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyways, I felt like that with Breath of the Wild as well. It felt like the open world felt very inviting to explore at your own pace and like wherever you really wanted to. And I think that's something that needs to be in more open worlds because like instead of it just being a checklist of like things to do and missions to go do and side quests that you need to go do and stuff like that, it's more of like it's really good at just allowing you to explore and entertaining you while doing it. Same with Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the exact same way. I think all From Software games are really good.
Mhm.
But like Elden Ring is a great example of like a game that lived up to its hype, unless you have bad takes on video games.
I just can't enjoy it
It's
because
because you're
it just
bad.
it makes yeah, no, it's because I'm bad. Like
Yeah,
it's just frustrating. I don't like being frustrated when I'm playing games,
and that's
which
fair.
makes sense because I'm sitting here playing shit like Slime Rancher. Like
Let's go.
my brain is made of fucking jelly at this point because I'm enjoying No Man's Sky. Like
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's really anything wrong with that either, you know? I mean, that's why like a lot of my coworkers that I work with and stuff like that, they're like asking, they go, "Should I?" I was like, "Not unless you like hard games. Like if you don't like dying countless times, you probably shouldn't buy it."
By the way, did you guys hear about the rumors that From Software was bought out by Sony?
I did not hear about that.
No.
No. Are they true?
did you hear them on April
I
1st?
haven't been able to find anything stating yes or no on it yet. Like, no one officially debunking it, no one officially claiming yet it's happening. Just rumors so far for both sides.
Does Sony even have the kind of money to buy that company?
Sony now
Apparently,
has
they
a
bought
stake. They
Baker.
didn't buy it. They have a stake in the company apparently.
See, I remember reading about that.
This is only from the very first article that I saw, but still.
Yeah, that one was posted in 2021, though, like a little bit into the year. I heard about this leak just recently, so I have no clue.
I don't think Capcom would want to sell that company because
No.
they're sitting on a gold mine, as is evident from the success of Elden Ring.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
even then
apparently
I
it's from
actually
insider called Nick. Uh, oh, apparently there was discussion and people are against the software takeover by Sony, among other things. You'd see tweets and memes this time on some Twitter users have reactions. Another hint to understand. Yeah, so
yeah,
it's
I'm not
all just
seeing anything about them. Oh, here
all
we
just
go.
rumor.
Yeah, there okay, I see one article from the beginning of this month saying that they have acquired it, but I don't know. It's one article and it's what is this Spiel Times? I don't know what this is.
Yeah, and it's been rumored, and I found the exact one. It's been rumored too. Of they basically clickbait their entire thing.
Yeah. Yeah, then it's just a rumor. I'm not that worried about it, honestly. They may have a stake in it, but I don't think that really means anything. Even if I like to believe if even if Sony buys it, I like to believe that Sony is smart enough to not put their little grubby hands on it and just let From Software develop their games and
Well,
with
yeah,
their own direction.
that's how they let all their developers make their games.
See, exactly. I'm speaking movie wise. I don't trust Sony with anything though, because they just fail every time.
Yeah, they
Every
really do.
time they just fail. But yeah, I think that they'd be smart enough not to try to manipulate anything that they do.
Starfield.
What's Starfield?
It's Bethesda's thing that's coming out in like November.
I
What?
literally stopped giving a shit about anything Bethesda, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm only trying to
Yeah.
keep track of Elder Scrolls 6, and that's years away.
It's funny to me that you'd give a shit about Elder Scrolls 6, but not Starfield.
Yeah,
Well,
if anything,
man, I just
Starfield is
got
kind of
tasty
going to be.
games, bro.
Elder Scrolls
Like,
6 is already expected to have 5 releases carrying all the way out to 2035. And
That
they're
is the
planning
most
the
Steven
DLC
sentence
for them
you've said
too.
today.
Starfield. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I just don't pay attention to a lot of Bethesda stuff.
The only reason I give a shit is because the Burback channel uploaded a video talking about it. But like I said this before, I have kind of lost faith in like AAA developers. But for
Yeah.
some reason, when it comes to like the do or die situations, I always have faith. Like with Rockstar, I'm like, it's do or die now. Like they have disappointed people pretty much exclusively for the past couple of years.
I mean,
This next, whatever they're doing next, whether it's fucking GTA 6 in Miami or GTA 6 in New Orleans, fucking, it better be top notch.
it has
Because
to
if
be
it's
pretty
not,
good.
someone
the
else is gonna
leak. I
come along
mean,
and
the
do it
leaks
better.
are saying
Like,
that it's going to take place in like southeast U.S. and like in the Cuba area. So I don't know if it's going to be New Orleans or like Miami or whatever the fuck.
those are the
but
two leaks
Yo,
that I heard.
Florida
were-
GTA, just like an average day there.
Pretty
Florida's
much, bro.
interesting to me.
Florida? Yeah,
Florida is a nightmare.
Florida is a nightmare, and I hate it.
Are you talking about the
I-
state? I'm talking about the rapper.
No, talking about the state.
Why would
Florida.
we?
Oh, Flo. Shut the
Florida.
fuck up. Get
Yeah,
outta here.
GTA set in Florida.
And set in Florida. I view Flowrider and Pitbull within the same realm. And the reason
one
why I
really
bring up Pitbull is because Steven loves Pitbull. He loves Mr. Worldwide. And that's just so weird to me.
You have
Steven
to
likes fighting
respect the
pitbulls.
bald man that can rap like a motherfucker.
I
Is
don't
this
know if
true,
I'd agree with
Steven?
that statement.
Are you a Pitbull
Yeah, that
stan?
is.
This is news
I
to
am
me.
not a Pitbull stan, but I just personally think he has a lot of good music. It's all upbeat. It's all good vibe.
Holy shit.
Wait. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, we don't have to get into Florida situation right now because I'd get mad. But
The
yeah,
Florida situation. though.
Flowrider? Absolutely.
I feel like what Steven just said should be the clip that we upload to YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I think so. That'd be really good. Well, listen, we can make as many shorts as we want. By the way, if you're interested, Mason, you can in fact make shorts. Unless you really don't want to, that's fine.
Have you guys
I'm more
heard
of a pants
Zillionaire
guy.
by Flowrider though?
I don't
Okay.
know, dude.
God, he's going on a
Can't tell you.
Flowrider binge now. Fuck's sakes.
Oh my god.
Quick, divert topics.
Eric, why'd you stop playing balloons?
Yeah.
Because I finished my level.
Cool, right
Are
on.
you chomping something down, or is your mic dislocked?
It's like the
I'm
least
eating dinner.
coherent-
Fuck off.
Very good podcast so far.
the least coherent
We'll get better.
fucking podcast imaginable.
Oh, dude. What? What did you just say?
I think.
What did you just call me?
You know,
You think what?
I was gonna say, just touching back on the video games thing real quick. I think one of the biggest problems, obviously, is that there's not really any passion, or if there is passion for like
Mhm.
the story of the world of a game, it's very controlled by the publishers. Like, for example, I think open world game styles have a really kind of like high risk, high reward if they're done correctly, because you can have an open world, but like you were saying earlier, Kendrick, if the open world isn't done correctly, you just fill it with a bunch of dumb shit to just kind of like make your players play for as long as possible. But I think semi
Gross.
open worlds are a little better because that way it's not completely open world, but you have more time to develop certain areas. Kind of like,
Yeah,
I guess Dragon Age Origins would be a good example, because it's not really open world, but like the areas you can go to are very fleshed out. With,
I
like,
was
a lot of
I was
stuff.
actually thinking the same thing earlier, and the example that came to my head is one of the first areas in The Last of Us Part 2 in like Seattle Day 1.
Yeah.
It's not really open world, but it's a relatively big, like linear-ish area where you can just go straight
Exactly.
to the objective if you want, or you could go explore this abandoned building and find a cool shotgun. Like, there's some cool stuff that it makes you want to explore it, but you don't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
It's not
exactly.
an open world, but when you play, when you play fucking like Skate 1, right? It's a good game. And then you go and play Skate 3. You realize Skate 3, their fucking map is literally like every single thing on that map, you can do something with it. There's some fucking rail there, or there's some like lip you can fuck around with. In Skate 1, there's a lot more of these areas where it's like, this is just a city I'm skating in. I feel like the density of like the Skate 3 world is kind of comparable to like a good open world having shit to do.
I'd agree.
Like it's hard to like it's hard to imagine,
Yeah,
really.
well, I think it's just because like, how I would describe it is that like a lot of open worlds and stuff like that, they just feel kind of hollow and stuff like that, or pointless, just because there's no actual purpose in it being open world, or for you to be in a certain part and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of how I would feel about that. Like with Skate 3, anywhere you can skate and actually do something cool, but like in most open worlds and stuff like that, you're just like hanging out, looking at stuff.
Yeah.
My
One thing I will
biggest
definitely, one thing I want to quickly say is, I agree a whole like percent Skate having a lot more sense for the open world because it has a good movement system. There's actually a point to running around the place, messing around.
I was
I
more
feel
so
like if games
comparing
had, I feel like if
where-
games had better movement system, like how Kendrick brought up earlier, Breath of the Wild being a good open world example, because it had shield sliding and the glider.
Is your sentence like
I
done?
can
Yeah, that sounds like you're gonna keep going, man.
I can never tell if someone ends their sentence or my internet drops because it's the exact same sound.
What were you gonna say, Mason? Before
I was more so just
Sorry.
comparing like an open world having like interesting shit thrown about it to like the Skate series where like Skate 1 is good, but the world's kind of meh sometimes.
Mhm.
And then Skate 3 just has like it's just packed to the fucking brim.
Yeah.
Although there is I this is going to sound counterintuitive. I do think I still enjoy Skate 1 more, but
Yeah,
the
but why?
vibe, I don't know. It's just it looks cooler. I like the aesthetic more. It's less colorful. It's kind of more depressing.
that's fucked up.
I don't know.
Isn't
I don't
Skate
know.
2
Like,
kind of like in the middle of those two games?
I can't play Skate 2 because I
Well,
don't
it
own a
is
360 and it's
and-
not backwards compatible.
2 is
Skate
in
1.
between 1 and 3.
I also have to agree with Mason on one thing. Skate 1 has the better music. I love the music in Skate
Oh
1.
yeah. Like when you're fucking ripping down a hill and like that I can't remember the name of the song. I don't know if the name of the song is Band of Heroes or if that's the fucking artist, but it's the one fucking song. And it's like that really chill fucking song. I can't. I don't know how to
Do
explain
you know
it.
that song?
You know that song. Yeah.
You know the
everyone
song
knows
with the
that
sounds
song.
and the
You know that
instruments and stuff
song.
like that. Yeah, that's a good
But
song.
yeah.
You know this.
I love Green Onion.
You know the song by Bon Jovi?
By Pop Smoke.
Dude, best song in Skate
John
is
Bovey?
the
John
shop
Bovey?
music. Shop music, Green Onion. One of the best songs in there.
I'm not a big fan of Green Onion personally.
Dude,
Oh!
I throw Green Onion on like everything.
What's your favorite project you
best
did in
garnish.
shop class?
I didn't like any of it. I never liked my shop teachers.
I liked the CO2 car I made.
I never did that one. Oh wait, no. I was in a we made balsa wood planes. I liked that. That was a lot of fun. That was in middle
Balsa?
school. Yeah,
I
balls. We made
despise
balls
it,
planes.
Lasagna.
Vinegar. Yeah, we made that.
Chronic vigor and vinaigrette.
Bro. Yeah. You remember in foods class, Mason and
No.
I don't know who else. Oh.
No, yeah, go on.
No, but we'd mostly skip most of the time. But
Yeah.
anyways, when one person, what were they? I don't remember what they were making, but I think it had something to do with that. But anyways, they stunk up the entire foods class, which is the most rotten smelling shit, and like you could just smell it throughout the entire hallway. Do you remember that?
I just remember that school kind of smelling foul all the time.
That's true. A lot of people said we smelled we smelled foul.
You remember that time the garbage can smelled real sussy?
Yeah, it smelled like cum.
Yeah.
I was just standing by it, and I was like, "Why does this smell like cum?"
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Dude,
but,
maybe somebody fell asleep in class and then had a wet dream and had to discard their underwear.
Hey, yeah, if
I guess
anyone
that
who went
could
to
be
high
it.
school with us knows the origin of that
yeah, why
garbage,
that garbage
can, by that
can
one hallway.
by that one
It's
hallway
bad.
by
We
the
would
foods
happily
class
have you
smelled
on the
like cum.
podcast so you could tell
Yeah.
that story.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah, no, that was sus. That was really sus.
Some sussy Barker shit.
you-
No.
What about that high school was fucked. Remember when and this is a hypothetical question because everyone remembers. But remember when we were in that one hallway with the stairs, and
Mhm.
then somebody kicked a fucking Coke bottle through the hallway,
And it
and
was
it
a
hit
Pepsi
Eric in
bottle.
the
just
head.
it nailed
That
Eric in the
wasn't a
back of the
fucking
head.
bottle. That was a 2-liter, and that was dropped on my head.
The 2-liter is a bottle.
Yeah.
What? Wait,
And
wait.
it was Pepsi,
No, it was
not
Coke.
Coke.
Oh,
It was
Pepsi.
something.
I
I
swear
thought
to
it
God,
was
it was
Coke.
Pepsi.
I thought it was Coke.
Pepsi.
I just remember I was angry.
I
about
know
it.
who did it too.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah. We all know who did it.
I was about to say it, and then I remembered the recording.
Yeah, we all know who did it. But yeah, no, that was crazy, man. We did it. We were assholes. But like,
We're
actually, you know
still
what? No,
assholes.
yeah, we are. But you know what? No, we did stupid stuff like Steven and Trevor breaking a water fountain and bringing crazy bread
Yeah,
and
man.
smelling up the stairs and stuff
Oh
like that.
God.
But oh yeah, by the way, for listeners, they would have meetings about our group of friends about because of how much noise we made, the mess we made, leaving the door open all the time. They would have meetings, like the teachers would have meetings about what they're supposed to do with us until inevitably they kicked us out. And it's actually that bottle incident and it hitting Eric in the back of the head that we got kicked out of that hallway. But anyways, what I'm saying is, I did like yeah we were young, we did some wild stuff, we are a little crazy and all that, but like it was everybody else that for some reason just loved to come hang out around us, and then
And they were the ones fucking everything up. Yeah.
they fucked everything up. To be fair though, at the new spot there was a missing ceiling tile, and I would throw my sandwiches up there a lot.
There's a statute of limitations on throwing moldy sandwiches in school ceiling.
And then we'd also break broom handles. We kind of broke a door. One
I
of us
don't
were
remember breaking
We
a
would
door
we would
or a
quite
broom
often loiter
handle.
in front of a door that said no loitering on it. That's how
Yeah.
bad we were.
Yeah.
we were badass, dude.
My internet
What I
It's because it's one day we decided we wanted to push the door a bunch, so we'd have one person on the other side, or one person on one side, one person on the other side, and we
Yeah.
would just push on it to see who could push the other one back.
I just remembered that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a story, and I'm gonna tell the story of what happened using false names for the people to protect their identity. We had a guy, let's just call him
Mark
James.
Zuckerberg.
Okay, fine, Mark Zuckerberg. So Mark Zuckerberg was walking down the hallway, and let's just say, for reference, Jeff Bezos and his girl were walking down the hall too. They had Slurpees. Good old Marky
yeah.
Mark decides to tackle the girl as a joke.
Mark-
He lands on the ground with her Slurpee in front of her. It was a red Slurpee. He didn't know she had a Slurpee. For a good 5 seconds, he thought she was dead.
Did he actually think that?
Yep, 100%. He thought
That's insane. Yeah, I remember that too.
He
Oh my
didn't
God.
stop to think why her blood was so like
so,
so icy.
so bright,
She's a
so
cold-hearted
icy,
bitch.
bro.
I
Damn.
don't know who we're talking about. I'll be 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be
talking
really
about.
funny when I tell you who we're talking about.
So
I
I'm
don't-
looking
but
forward
at this
to
point,
it.
I'm scared to find out.
I'll put it in the general.
Please.
yeah, please do.
Uh,
Oh. Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of cool stuff that we do in high school and all that. Not too bad, you know?
Remember that? I'm not gonna name names, but remember that time that we had a member of the school faculty giving us a heads up when we were outside vaping.
Oh,
When,
yeah.
when we were about to get in shit, they'd be like, "Hey, maybe
By the
don't."
way, what an absolute G, dude.
Honestly, fucking cool guy or girl.
And- Or girl. Or
Who knows?
who knows? I just, also, one time we were outside and vaping, because we're cool guys. And I remember that the vice principal came walking up to us, and I had the vape in my hand. And then he caught me with it. And he got very upset because I wouldn't go over to him to talk to him. And then he was saying that he was going to suspend me. And I was like, huh.
I mean,
Cool.
that's just an adult having a power trip.
Oh, absolutely. He came to my English class later and started talking. We are in the same English class, Mason, but I don't think you were there that day. But
Probably not.
yeah, I'm pretty confident actually. But anyways, yeah, he came in there and started talking to the teacher and all that, and like he kept like pointing at me and talking about me and stuff like that. And I was like, "What the fuck, man? I just didn't want to talk to you." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Why are you making this more complicated?" One thing he did say to me though, because he ended up pulling me out of that class, and he's like, He's just talking to me, and he's like, "What? Are you always like this and stuff like that?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "What do you mean like this? I just didn't want to talk to you." I was like, "Is that a problem?" He's like, "Yeah, you can't go around acting like people like that. How are you going to expect to get a job?" And I was like, "I already work." I was like, "I don't know, man. I
Nice,
already have a
bro.
job." Anyways, continue. Mason,
Nope.
he died.
Oh, it's not.
Perfect.
Oh no,
Rest in
Mason.
peace.
Have you
Well-
guys been watching? Yeah. Okay. What?
Sorry, I was just taking a side, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were I thought you're sighing
No,
because I
no.
interrupted you.
No,
I-
like I was surprised the fact that they kicked us out of that spot, not because we broke a fucking water fountain, but because of the fucking other stuff. Like,
It's just because it was so much
Because
stuff.
I got hit in the
always
back of the
yeah.
head.
So much stuff was happening all the time there, and we were
To be
always
honest, I was
so
more
loud.
upset that it ruined the book that I was reading at the time. That's the worst part.
What I hate the most is that you motherfuckers always brought not you, but a large amount of people always brought crazy bread back, and it smelled just terrible. And everybody would always talk about how we just stank, bro. We just smelt.
Meanwhile, I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner smelling like clean laundry 24/7.
You
That's
smell
the
like
only nice
yeah, bro.
thing
That's
you
what
could
you
say.
smell like. That's what you smell like. Wait, the only nice thing I could say?
I just I don't know. I just think it's funny that I smell like clean laundry. And
You
apparently
did. I
favorite
was
thing-
complimenting you. I like clean laundry.
My favorite thing from that hallway has to be the time when we had almost like full squad there. You guys were trying to get me to take my hoodie off, but you guys instead were chanting "Jack it off, jack it off."
That's pretty good. That's clever. See, we're funny.
I don't know why, but that just makes me remember of like the PTSD of Stephen Appreciation Day for Stephen. Bro.
Hey,
It
I
was
meant
so
it as a
bad.
genuine day from the bottom of my heart.
But
Okay, because
nobody
I
else
always
did, man.
always dog on Steven.
Yeah, and
I-
certain people used it as an opportunity to rub their nuts on my.
Dude,
I
we
got an
bullied
idea.
you
Oh,
so hard.
bro.
I got an idea for our first Patreon goal.
What?
Fuck off.
50K, and then me and Steven scrap again.
Dude, yeah.
But
yeah,
that'd be
we
great.
gotta start. We gotta
Mason-
start.
Hey, Mason,
Mason,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
50
You probably
cents.
have a good
Oh, I'm dead.
No.
I'm dead.
Mason. No, Mason, listen. You have a good chance, alright? Steven got flipped.
Oh yeah, he got his ass kicked by a certain individual.
Yeah, he did. He legitimately flipped him the fuck over.
This is getting cut. We're just gonna beat this all.
Hey man, I'm pretty sure you just kick your ass again.
It'd be so great. Steven fucking goes to him, challenges him to fight
Can
the same
someone
exact
put this
fucking
in
thing
chat? I
happened.
want to know who we're talking
Yeah,
I
about.
just re-
please. This
last
this was
time-
in middle school, by the way.
Oh shit.
Last time I ever talked to this dude, it was on Kick
Oh,
in
nice.
Foods, and he said he was going to put me through a window.
That's
That's
really funny.
the funny. Yeah, I know, right? That's why I always bother him about it because he gets so upset. Steven, the thing is though, what I find even more funny though is that after all these years, I know it doesn't help that I bring it up all the time, but you still get so angry about it.
Dude, literally the only way I can deal with this is I have to literally beat the shit out of someone.
That's not how any of this
That is
works.
such a Neanderthal brain thought.
That is not how
That
that
is
works.
Neanderthal brain, bro.
Literally is my solution to this
Why?
project.
He's not the one bothering you about it.
Just
I
give
am.
you final solution.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and you won't be able to do it once I put him in the hospital.
Dude, I seriously doubt you. I seriously doubt I will stop bothering you.
I honestly wonder if I wouldn't have an issue with this person anymore, because I also used to have an issue with Steven because he was just fucking weird, and this person is also just weird sometimes, and I wonder if I would.
You always had a weird thing with a
It's-
lot of people.
Yeah, I was kind of just
One of them, absolutely understandable though. You know, big head, the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, again, I think other than some small things, I've gotten over that.
Yeah, no, you know,
I think,
he's cool now.
yeah, I'm not though.
Yeah, you fucking suck.
You suck.
I'm a threat to society.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
This is
But
just
okay.
yeah, this is
Anyways,
known.
yeah, to circle back. Yeah, I think 50K for a Patreon
Yeah,
goal
yeah.
that won't
Okay, no,
happen
that's the other thing that I had to say. Why did we go so high up to 50K?
because
Shoot
it's
for the
never gonna
moon.
happen.
Sorry, aim for the stars. Hit the moon, right? That's what they
Yeah.
say.
The thing is, though, I really want this to happen. I think we should put it to like 500, because then someone
Okay.
might actually do it.
I'll
Okay.
fucking pay it right
Five
now.
hundred,
say
you guys
less.
scrap. I'm down, but I guess those are the parties. That's the party involved. They have to decide what it's worth to them.
Okay, here's one thing I want to say, because we know we're never going to hit the goal. Can we make our 10 million goal invade Russia?
That's
No.
No. What the
no,
fuck,
no, we
Steven?
cannot do that.
Come on.
I think legally we are not allowed to even
Soviet
say
Womble had invade Poland for 80,000.
name drop
That's
on our
oh
podcast.
my goodness.
Yeah, how dare you? You know what? We're not that.
And guess
alright?
what? He broke his promise, didn't he?
Well, since he
We're
name
not
dropped
that kind of
Womble,
people.
We
next
keep our
episode.
promises.
next episode we're gonna have a very special guest.
Are we?
Maybe
It's
Are
gonna
we?
be Steven's hot
Yeah.
mom.
you'll have to
Let's
watch.
go, Steven's hot mom.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
All right, we've been talking enough about hot moms.
Video episode.
What video episode? What do you mean?
No, it's Steven's.
Oh, with hot mom, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, one thing that we were thinking about is going to, for Patreon and stuff like that, or for a sub goal and stuff. We'll just go to like a porn con or whatever. What do they call those? A porn event.
Adult video
Adult.
awards.
Yeah, something like that. We'll just film a podcast there.
Yeah,
Or we
be
could
funny.
have a projector in the background and we'll just be displaying Gangbang 2 the whole time.
it would
Well,
be.
Yeah, dude.
What if
that's what I'm
we?
talking about.
I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know if you're gonna want to censor this. What if we just sat at the cursed bench and and filmed an episode at like 3 a.m? Just
Oh, dude, I'd actually
could
really
do
be
that.
down with that. I'd be so down with it. But yeah, that'll be eventually when we get the whole filming setup sorted
Oh,
and
yeah.
such.
I think it'd be really cool.
I think so. Absolutely. I
I
think
like how
it
we're
would be
like
great.
talking about how this would be cool as we're filming the literal first episode of this.
Hey
that
man,
I'm
we have
talking
big
about being-
aspirations.
No, I'm
Money.
I gotta start from
No,
small beginnings.
I'm saying, it's like, oh yeah, this podcast thing is gonna be cool as we're doing it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
the-
literally
I
it's
think-
not cool right now.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think right
hey
now.
man, I
think
thought we're
right
doing
now-
a pretty good
But it
job.
will be.
I think
I put a lot
Two
of work
things-
into this.
2 things are gonna happen. Either nothing, or
Nice.
something.
something. Yeah, that's where I
Right
was
on.
going with that.
Let's
That-
go.
right
Right
on.
on. That's
you kinda-
awesome.
kinda
Okay,
took the
no,
words
I
out of
do
my mouth.
agree though. It's gonna be really cool once we do a video one because I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome to
I've
talk to
been-
each other in person.
I've got a hankering for a video podcast.
Absolutely.
I got $800 with your name on it, Kendrick.
Do you? I'll take that right now, please.
I need.
Well, it's in exchange for goods and services. So
That's hot.
I mean, depends on what kind of goods and services.
yeah, well, I'm not gonna talk about it on the podcast.
Why not?
If it's butt stuff, I'll have to say yes up
It's a
front.
list
Let's
of goods.
go, Lucky Mason.
Okay,
No, I'm
PM me
scared.
with your list of demands.
I thought you said lisp. I don't know why.
Your lisp of
That-
demands.
Your list of demands.
It's kind of funny because this bit in my head is like, oh yeah, everyone knows I'm just talking about that VR headset, but no, everyone's thinking.
Well, I
like,
didn't know if you actually wanted to buy that or not.
I do. I genuinely do.
You're selling the
you
VR headset?
Damn,
also-
didn't even offer it to your boy over here?
God,
I was in a
damn.
public chat when I mentioned it.
There's some.
I was long gone, but yeah.
The only reason I was hesitant on the day is because you got me fucking psyched out when you were talking about moving out and saving money, and I was just like, is this a trap?
Well, I mean, that's the thing though, is like it's not a good financial investment to buy it, theoretically. It depends on how much you value having a VR headset, I guess. Because for me, I never play it. I
He
just
might
don't.
need that for that porn game collection he has that he
Exactly.
can't
Let's
show
go.
off.
That's kind of what I'm like. I mean, I didn't want to say come out and say it, but
That's kind of what you're needing it for. Hey man.
yeah. But I mean, Eric kind of just
You
took
got
that
balls.
for me. So
See, I'd make a different Steam account just so I could do that.
well, I was thinking about that, but I
He ain't a
I mean,
coward.
no
He'll
shame.
show it
No,
off.
wear it on
I
your
mean-
sleeve, bro.
nothing. Nothing has ever bad happened when you've played weird games on your public Steam account and have had podcasts at the same time. Nothing.
Yeah, no.
Call me
We-
wet. You know,
Each
just call
single
me
one of
Wes.
us do not have a stained past. We are perfect.
That was a call me Carson joke, by the way. I don't know if
We
you.
don't talk
Now,
about
talking about a
All right.
stained
Yeah.
path.
All right.
You ever
Well,
just beat the dead horse so hard that it
hey man, he
reanimate?
the other day he was only streaming to about. I mean, listen, this is good. Still a good stream to 300 people.
Well,
Well,
what was that jump
Well,
cut? We're not going to talk about that jump cut.
yeah, no jump cuts. Let me actually mark that down quickly so I know where to cut that.
Fair enough, you know. Sometimes you make a joke, and sometimes
Fucking
you
Mason,
make a fully.
man. Always
Bringing
fucking
up
up.
controversial stuff
Wait,
as
this is all
always.
getting cut.
Well, since this is all going to be cut,
God, I hate you guys.
yeah.
Did you
He
just
knows
leave
about
Steven's audio out of the entire video?
That's
Or
what I.
the
That's
whole
why.
podcast?
To believe it or not, that's truthfully one of the reasons why I wanted to be able to record separate tracks, so I could just cut his audio when I
I
need
hope you
to.
know I have been
Thanks.
I have been sniping my mute button every time I have been coughing and or vaping.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay,
I'm
moving
a god
on.
amongst men. Sorry.
Yeah, moving on from controversial things. How many people here, as in I think it's just two of us, have watched Moon Knight?
Out of the 2
I
episodes out right
definitely have
now,
not.
I have watched them.
Right on. What's your opinion,
I did not like the first episode,
bro?
but the second one, it kind of grew on me a lot more.
My God, I'm like
give
the only
me a
one
brief synopsis. What the fuck are you talking about?
crazy guy kill people. Anyways, I'll let you know in a
The
second.
first episode was just too
Shitty
confusing.
Deadpool, pretty
I
much.
guess that's fair.
Like it just opened up with so many questions and it didn't give you a single answer until the second episode, and I was just like bored.
Because like I've been like so I obviously already know about the character and stuff like that before the show even came out because I'm a Marvel fan. But yeah, I guess viewing it like that, I can see why people weren't a big fan. But I was looking all over Twitter and stuff like that, and I was just blown away because I was like, why don't people like the first episode? I thought it was good. But that's also because I have previous knowledge of the character itself. But anyways,
So, sorry, I was just gonna ask you, what exactly do you think makes the first episode so good then?
no, mostly it's just about more the introduction and how they're doing it and stuff like that. I very much like that we're Steven because Mark Spector is the original personality, right? And I very much enjoy the fact that we got to see it from the Stephen Grant perspective and stuff like that. Um, I was annoyed, however, that they took like not took so long, but we didn't really get to see Moon Knight himself that much. Because I was hoping it'd be more right off the bat that we get to see it and stuff like that. But I kind of like the idea personally about him discovering or Stephen Grant discovering that he's not really someone, or he is someone, but he's not the only person and he's not the original person. I kind of
Mhm.
like that. I'm just kind of interested because it's whoa. Dissociative identity disorder. Or yeah, DID, that's what it's called. I just think that's super interesting. I just kind of wanted to see Marvel's like spin on it and stuff like that because previously in Hollywood and films and such like that, representation of DID has not been super accurate, and it kind of makes
Wacky.
it super scary and all that, or like it kind of what am I trying to say? I don't
It
know.
makes the bald guy crawl on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of makes it's kind of creates some like fear around it when it's not something to be
Yeah,
afraid
like
of.
some sort. They kind of like traumatize it.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like spectacular. I think this series is going to be kind of mid to begin with, but like I liked it. I didn't see why so many people didn't really like it. Second episode, however, I enjoyed a lot.
It put a smile on
sorry.
my face that you just described this as mid. Because that is
Thanks.
funny. That is
Okay,
funny. I've
hold on,
no
hold
idea
on.
what you're talking about.
Anyways, Eric, Moon Knight is a Marvel character. He's kind of like a psycho Batman, even though Batman's
Mm,
also
Mhm.
already psycho. But he is a mercenary and stuff like that. He serves a Egyptian god called Khonshu,
Mm.
who's the Egyptian moon god.
Okay.
But anyways, uh, it's kind of like up in the air whether or not the god is real or not. For the most part,
It's
in like the
just the
comics.
personality disorder as well.
Yeah, basically. So, anyways, he is a mercenary to begin with, and then he would create all these personalities and such to like be a better mercenary, not like in the attention of like having split personalities, but like just covers and stuff like that for
Hmm.
missions, so he can get information out of people. But through like either a lot of trauma or just using it a lot, his personality is kind of split.
Mm.
Um, creating their own identities and stuff like that to the point where he ended up going insane because he didn't realize who he was anymore, and he didn't know who the original him was, like who was the host of the body, which is Mark Spector, who is himself Moon Knight.
Huh.
One thing that is interesting about the new episode and stuff is that you have Moon Knight and then you have Mr. Knight, which is the guy in the suit. That's what you call that version of Moon Knight, is
Okay.
Mr. Knight. Uh, but what is interesting, I see a lot of people not too happy about, is the fact that Mr. Knight isn't supposed to be Stephen Grant's Moon Knight. It's supposed to still be Mark Spector, just like a detective version, basically, of him, or like a gentleman version of him. But I personally like the fact that they kind of turned him into more of a Stephen's quirky Moon Knight character and stuff like that. And I imagine he'll get more serious over time. But that's another thing I saw people not enjoy, and I was kind of confused by.
Okay, so wait, I kind of when watching along, I was assuming that Steven was the original guy, but now you're saying Mark is. So who
Yeah,
exactly is Steven?
I am
just
so
another
fucking
personality. Okay,
lost.
Mark Spector is a
Same.
mercenary that has been working, well, as a mercenary and then also for the U.S. government and stuff like that. He's super rich. Or I don't know if they're going to go that route in the show, but he's super rich, has a lot of resources and stuff like that. That's where I say he's kind of like Batman. Um, but Mark Spector, and he will see, I'm assuming in the show, he goes to Egypt and stuff like that on a mission to uncover something. Then he dies, and then Khonshu comes around and goes, I will let you live if you serve me, right? And then that's how he becomes Moon Knight. But anyways, Mark Spector is the original personality.
But
But
he takes over that Steven guy's body.
yeah, but Steven is a personality that he created, or if they go actual like kind of how DID actually works and stuff like that, it's a split personality from like childhood trauma and stuff like that, a way to cope with pain. But he Stephen Grant is not the original. He's not the like first personality. He currently has the most control over the body right now, though. He might be considered what they call the host of the body right now, considering he can kind of stop Mark from coming forward or coming out.
See, this is kind of why I'm not enjoying the show as much because it's just so they're not answering any questions
Well, they're gonna
over what the
answer it
fuck is
slowly.
actually happening.
Well, yeah, that's the point of the show, though. Over the next six episodes or a few episodes, they're gonna explain exactly
Yeah,
what's
okay,
going on.
sure. Loki did the same thing, except Loki at least has like you can kind of follow along with what's happening, and you don't have to like because with what's going on right now, it just they show everything that's going on, but none of it makes sense. They're not just like kind of keeping you on a lead or whatever. They just show everything, except none of it is actually happening, and yet all of it is happening. It's just like, what the fuck is the show?
I guess I can kind of understand that, but I don't know. I personally haven't. Well, again, that's also because I already know, but have had a hard time following it and stuff like that. I think once the whole show is out, people might have a better opinion about it overall
I'm
because
I'm
they'll
kind of
understand
getting
more.
I'm getting the vibes that this show was kind of made more for fans of the character already.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's this is my own personal opinion though, is that at this point in the Marvel universe, I like that. I don't like that it's catering to everybody. That like the new people or anything like that. I like that it's very much centered more towards people that are established fans already. But like I know it doesn't include everybody, it's not as inclusive and stuff like that, but there's a lot of characters to cover and you can't really cover all of them consistently, or at least give everybody an origin story. They're loosely doing that. But as far as I'm aware, this show's actually going to only be a one shot, and then he's going to be in like movies and such. This is just a short way of like introducing who he is and kind of what's going on with his character.
It's cheaper than making a full movie about it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wait,
presumably.
did you guys hear
I
about
have high
the
hopes though.
Did you guys hear about the QR code in Moon Knight?
You're a QR code. What?
Apparently, there's a QR code in Moon Knight that you can find. People scanned it. It takes you to like an original issue of Moon Knight comic, but then people realized, oh, we're seeing it through glass, so let's scan its reflection.
I'm gonna be
Scandal
honest.
due to a Blade comic, apparently.
I thought we
Well,
were talking
Blade
about
is
Fortnite.
yeah, Fortnite, no building. Wait, hold on though. Blade is already confirmed to be a movie coming soon.
Oh yeah, I'm just wondering if there's gonna be a reference to him now in Moon Knight.
That's
because,
possible.
Well,
A
Moon
blade could be
Knight,
referenced in the.
what's his name? Who Jon Snow, he's in Eternals. What's his
Kit
character's
Harington.
name? Yeah, no, I don't actually need to know his real name. I need to know his
Oh,
comic name.
okay.
I don't remember, but like they're gonna be doing like some like dark Avenger team up or something like that in the future. That's kind of why they're setting it up like that. But
This
yeah,
is what I imagine.
we very much might see Blade, or at least hear more about Blade and stuff like that, and that'll be cool.
I just want more Daredevil.
Honestly, yeah. But okay, you know what's crazy though? They Kevin Feige says that Moon Knight is going to be the most brutal Marvel show that they've had yet, and it's not at all.
So far, it's not.
Yeah, well, so
It
far,
could be.
but it could. Yeah, I mean, there's still potential. I mean, they've shown blood and stuff like that, but like, it's yeah, we're only 2 episodes in, but who knows? I was like, I just don't think they're gonna reach Daredevil and Punisher levels.
No, I don't think they're going with that direction.
Yeah, but Moon Knight is that brutal of a character. That's kind of why it's might be disappointing because he's not because like yeah, he's a funny character and stuff like that, but he's also very gruesome.
It really wouldn't surprise me if Marvel Studios kind of toned it down a bit.
I'm not gonna be surprised at all either. I'm
I would
gonna
love to make. I would love if they made something R-rated, but I don't think that that's the audience that they're looking for.
No, definitely
With
not.
Disney
Well,
being in control and all that.
yeah, Disney doesn't want to put that on anything. Like with Deadpool, the reason why Deadpool, even though they're now owned by Disney, won't ever be in the MCU itself, or at least a movie on his own and stuff like that, besides the third one that they're doing, is because they don't want an R-rated thing tied to their name, or at least directly tied to them. With the Deadpool 3, what they're probably going to do, since they own Fox Studios, or it's Fox, 21st Century Fox, is that when that movie releases, they're not going to put Disney anywhere on it. It's all going to be only Fox branded and stuff like that. That's probably they do that. They've done that with movies in the past, or movies that they weren't too sure were going to do well. They've branded it as like some other company that they own, and then as soon as it's like successful, they go, "Oh yeah, that's us. We did that. We totally did that. Not that studio. We did that because they're really good. Cool. They're a cool company." Anyways, talking about Fortnite now, right, Mason? You like Fortnite?
I just
You love Fortnite?
Marvel talk is the last Marvel movie I saw was Iron Man 2.
God, you said no.
So,
I'm kidding. Yeah, I know.
That's not
Yeah,
even a
bro.
lie. The most recent Marvel movie I watched was Iron Man 2. So that's
Yeah,
not
no,
a
that's
lie.
all right. Yeah, I know. I was like, I was trying to make that segment quick, just because I was like, I know not everybody's gonna want to talk about it or can talk
It's
about
like
it.
it's what I imagine you guys feel when I'm talking about Suicide Boys,
Yes.
and it's just like shake your head and nod, like
Yeah, dude. Right on.
No, I
It's
mean, like,
cool
yeah,
that you
I'm,
like that.
yeah.
I think I would love. I just love listening to people talk about things they're passionate about, even if it's nothing that I give a fuck about or don't know
Someday-
You know what I'm passionate about?
These?
The next episode.
I mean, if we're still into if we're into the conversation right now, we could just make another episode and have them backed up.
But I'm still wearing the same shirt. They'll know.
They're gonna know I'm wearing
They're
the
not
same
even gonna
clothes.
see you.
No, duh. That was the joke, man. Oh my god. Okay, if you like listening to things that people are passionate about today, or not today, at some point in time, because I'll totally get into it. We will talk about Berserk, and then I will not shut up. That'll be the whole hour.
That'll
if
be the
not
whole
longer.
podcast.
That'd be the
is
whole
explaining
podcast. Is
Berserk.
just me
Just
talking.
the Berserk podcast.
Just me talking, and then Twitter will cancel me because they don't understand it.
We should find a website that randomly generates a movie that's on like Disney Plus or Netflix, and then we watch that movie and then talk about it next episode.
I think that's a great idea. Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Write it
one
down.
last thing I'd actually like to touch upon though is that I have had a
Love-
sad. No, I don't love
I'm
anything.
sorry.
No,
I'm gonna go-
I've had a sad movie addiction lately. Like I've just been binge watching movie after movie, just sad, heartbreaking movies and stuff. There is one thing I'd like to recommend some individuals in this chat or in this call. Not everybody, probably not Mason. But
Why?
it's an anime because you're dumb. There's an anime movie
I
called
watched Death Note.
called A Silent Voice, and it is fantastic. It's about people in high school and stuff like that, and them not being able to communicate properly because they don't understand their feelings and such. And also, there's a death girl. It's a beautiful movie, and I
I'm
think
like
very
offended.
and I think specifically Kendrick. I think you would really enjoy it. So it's on Netflix. I'd recommend watching it if you want to. I love that movie.
I'm genuinely offended that you think this wouldn't be a movie for me.
Can that be a movie that we talk about next time? I'd love that to be a
I'd be
movie we
down.
talk
I'll
about.
listen.
Write
I'll
down the
watch
name
that.
of the movie and we'll watch it.
It's a really awesome movie. I love it. I just watched it last night and I was like, it's great. It's really great. And it's like above my head of what I can talk about because I'm fucking dumb. But like
Bridge to Terabithia.
yeah, that's supposed to be good too. That's supposed to be really good too. All right, do we really want to end it here? All right, who wants to outro us? Who wants to say goodbye?
Bye.
Okay, fine. Everybody, bye.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
for listening. If you are listening and stuff like that,
It's just our parents. That's
yeah,
Please
if you're
come watch the next episode too. We're
please come watch.
desperate.
Please, we're desperate. Please watch the next episode. Leave a comment. Like I don't know. Look at it. Look at the TikToks. We'll have shorts. We have a clips channel as well. We'll be uploading clips to that. Please. This is the only thing we have.
They're gonna kill me if you don't watch the next episode. They have a gun to my head right now.
Yeah, if you don't watch the
Holy
next episode, I'm
shit.
gonna fucking cry, and I'm gonna make you all feel bad about it. That's gonna be my face reveal, is me crying, begging for you guys to watch us.
And I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning into the Bridge Podcast, episode 1. We'll see everyone next time. Have a good night.
By the
All right,
way,
bye.
before we end it, if you guys do
holy
subscribe,
shit.
I will make a promise. At 1 million subscribers, I will fuck Stephen's mom.
No!